Welcome to Action Hour, everyone. I'm your host, Lindsey Baker, and today we have an amazing recipe for you, and it is all about sweets for your sweeties. So let me welcome to my show Erin DeMarines and her amazing daughter. Erin is a fitness coach, a nutrition expert, and a plant-based food developer, and she's here today to make, what are you making?
The best thing ever. Hi, how are you? Thanks for such a great introduction. We're making vegan Buckeyes.
Let's get started cooking.
Let's do it. So you have posted the recipe, I'm sure, but you really only need a few ingredients. It's such an easy recipe. It's a great recipe for Valentine's Day. It's also more on the healthy side, even though it doesn't taste like it would be. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a half a cup of oat milk butter. That's the one I like, but you could use any non-dairy butter. And we're going to put it in this big bowl. I'm going to have my daughter Zoe here put that in there. This is the Miyoko's oat milk butter, which I love. It's just, it melts and softens so easily. And you don't want to cook it. You just want it to soften. So maybe in the microwave for about 10 seconds, just to get a nice smooth consistency, nothing hot and steamy, just a little soft. So once
I just wanted to mention that we will have the recipe posted immediately afterwards. It's
okay.
Now, so I don't want anyone to get nervous and think they can't see it, but go ahead.
All right, so the next ingredient that's going to go is our organic creamy peanut butter. And when you want to put that in there for me? You're looking for peanut butter. It's really easy to buy an unhealthy peanut butter. All you want to look for in peanut butter is peanuts and salt, or just peanuts, and always organic if you can.
And never palm oil.
Exactly. And also, like, sometimes they add in cane sugar and all these other unnecessary things. Peanut butter is such a healthy food. It's great because it's balanced for protein, carbs, and fat. It keeps your blood sugar stable, and it tastes great. So a lot of athletes love it because it's great for all of those things, keeping the blood sugar level and also giving you like a little burst of energy. And when we're done, it pairs so well with chocolate.
Amazing. Can you show us what it looks like in the bowl and maybe get a shot of you guys doing it a little bit more? Yeah, great.
So right now, all it is the softened butter and 1.5 cups of the peanut butter. So we're going to go ahead and mix that up. And it takes, use that. It takes a little bit to kind of mix it together, but you can use your hands and get in there, get a little dirty. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add some powdered sugar. Now, powdered sugar, and you're going to add it a little at a time so you can kind of get the clumps mixed in. Powdered sugar, you want to try to use fair trade, organic confectionery powdered sugar. That's the brand I kind of go to. And also organic vanilla, and that is just 1 teaspoon. Can I add that to you?
Yes.
All right. Oh, you're doing so good.
So it's almost like a Play-Doh project in a way. I mean, wash your hands very, very thoroughly, or wear gloves, and then just get in there and have some fun.
Exactly. And dark chocolate and peanut butter, who doesn't love that? I mean, that's like such my favorite kind of combination of sweets. It doesn't feel like
I've heard peanut butter. I mean, I've heard that chocolate. I've heard both sides. Of course, everybody craves chocolate at different times in their life, but especially Valentine's Day, which is why we're doing this show. But what about the health benefits?
There's so many. First of all, dark chocolate is very nutrient dense, and you might not think that, but it is. It's got magnesium, it's got iron, and it has zinc. So these are very important nutrients. And it's also really rich in plant compounds like polyphenols. And if you don't know what polyphenols are, they're really good for your gut microbiome. And that's your first line of defense when it comes to your immune system. So feeding your gut microbiome a little dark chocolate is a really good thing. And it's also high in antioxidants. It's also been proven to help your risk of heart disease and also improve brain function. And it also tastes good.
Brain function is a big one.
Yes.
How many calories do you think one little sweet little?
I would say each of these little Buckeyes, and we'll show you the finished product here in just a minute as we almost are done getting we're mixing the powdered sugar in next.
Oh my God, it's so fast.
I would say each one has about 85 calories.
Wow, that's not bad.
And they're so satisfying too. It's not like where you would want to eat like 20 of them. It's like so kind of decadent and simple, but it fills you up because the good fats in the peanut butter, good amount of good for you calories. And peanut butter, again, you want to look for a good peanut butter, not like a brand that has a bunch of those different ingredients in it, just simple peanuts and salt. But it's all, peanut butter is also loaded, again, with fiber, with fat, with protein. So it's such a good nutrient dense food. Vitamin E, magnesium.
Yes, I wanted, while we're talking about nutrition, to show your website.
Oh, great.
And some of the confections that you create, other than this one, of course. And we should talk a little bit about that. Once you're done, you have several products, which I've tried and are amazing, and I need to get some more of. And you also are in all of the western, the southeastern states, correct? You're in stores. Is that correct?
We're in Lifetime Fitness cafes nationwide, not in every single one, but I think about 40 of them. And then in the south, in Florida, in Tampa, Orlando, St. Pete, this area right around here, we are in, I don't know, almost 100 different stores, kava shops, yoga studios, gyms, grocery stores, plant-based restaurants. The local community here is just so supportive.
Yes, and people that can't, unfortunately, they don't live there. They can go to your website, and let me just put up the website address here, efitfoods.com.
Yes.
And let's talk, while we're having you craft these wonderful confections, let's talk a little bit about what exactly the benefits of your products are and why you created them.
Well, the 3-bar bites, which is my newest product, is full of adaptogens and protein. And if you're not familiar with adaptogens are a group of plants that had to adapt to our environment. And so the properties in those plants have some healing properties. They help you with stress, anxiety, sleep, depression. The adaptogen maca gives you energy. The adaptogen ashwagandha helps you with calming and morning cortisol. If you wake up very stressed out, ashwagandha is a good way to start your day. So there's different types of adaptogens that help you do different types of things. And my products contain a combination of those along with protein. And
what are the adaptogens in your product, if you don't mind? And also a second question, mushrooms. Can you talk about mushrooms also?
Yes, cordyceps and reishi, all of those mushrooms, again, similar, have great properties for anxiety and stress. And depending on what you're going through in life, they certainly can help with all that, especially sleep, and just help you sort of deal with what comes at you without you sort of feeling like you're taking something to like numb your brain or numb your body. This is more of like a healthier way to do it.
Right. Oh, that makes so much sense.
Yeah, there's adaptogens are popping up in a lot of foods these days, but my products have it in all of them, which is really nice. So the popcorn is a plant-powered pop, and it has adaptogens in it, 100% organic. Oh, and just a little side note. So this is what we're doing now. So we're taking the peanut butter, vanilla, and powdered sugar and butter mixture, and we're just making it into little, like it's like almost like a dough, and we're just making it into little round balls. And you can make them whatever size you want. I say a 1-inch diameter is probably a good place to start. And we are putting toothpicks in them now. So once you put the toothpicks in them, then you would put them in the freezer, and you would freeze them for about 15-20 minutes. And while you're doing that, you're going to get your dark chocolate melted, and then we'll assemble it, and you'll see exactly how they look as a finished product. And again, it's balanced. It's the peanut butter and the sugar kind of takes away the bite of the dark chocolate. And it's just a good, easy dessert to make. And it's fun to do it with your loved one.
Oh, yeah. And I was just going to jump in and say, if you forget to get a Valentine's Day present, folks, you can make this like the whole thing in a half hour.
Yeah, it's a easy one.
Yeah, so he doesn't know that I might make some of these for my husband because he could definitely use them. So is it easy to add adaptogens into your foods? Like say you're making vegetables. I mean, should you do it that way as well? Or what are some of the things? And this is an interesting question because I've got you're an expert. And if people have problem with digestion, a lot of people from stress have IBS. Can you address that a little bit, like in terms of food? Because I have it. I'm a recovering bulimic. I'm full disclosure all the time on the show, and my doctor told me, that it would be good for me to concentrate on my gut health.
Very much so.
What he did say is for me to start really overcooking my vegetables because I'm vegan. So I'd like you to address that if you would.
He told you to overcook your vegetables?
Well, he told me to make sure they're very soft. And I thought that's just the opposite. Doesn't that kill all the prebiotic properties?
I would say soften them. I wouldn't say overcook them because you want to get the most nutrients you can to help heal, right?
Yeah, I would think so. So I would just nod my head, We have some people coming on. I like Santa Cruz peanut butter, but I'm so disappointed to see they use oh yeah, Tom Vincel, one of our favorite fans. You're right, Tom. We do not like palm oil or there's so many additives, right? What do you think about this, Zoe? Talk a little bit about your vegan journey, if you would. How are you doing? You're so quiet there, just working away.
Let's hear it. What's some of your favorite vegan things I make for you?
I like when she makes me the vegan burgers because they taste just like real ones. So it's no different. They're just healthier for you.
Which ones do you eat?
Beyond Meat burgers.
Yeah, I like Impossible Burger, a little teeny bit better, but I love Beyond chicken nuggets. Ooh. I mean, it's junk food, but I do it in a Caesar salad with a lot of greens.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
Yeah, and I use some Vital Life shaved parm.
Yeah, we've been using that a lot lately. I love their shaved parm. It's so good.
Do you have any adaptogens in croutons? Would that be a good place to put them? Or have you ever thought of that?
That would be a good place. That's a really good idea. I think that would be a good place. I think having just to sprinkle adaptogens on your food, haven't really thought about that, like what that would do as far as like flavor. I do use an unflavored adaptogen powder in my products, but adaptogens a lot of times will have more of like a green flavor and it might affect depending on where you're cooking. But why don't you get the vegan ice cream that you like that's in the refrigerator right now? So as you can see, we just kind of made some of these and then my daughter, and then we froze them. So now we have toothpicks in them. So now at the final stage, we're going to dip them in chocolate. And that's why you have the toothpick. You just leave the part of it out of it, at the top part of it, so it looks like a Buckeye. So we'll end up looking like that. And then you just set them on a plate, stick them in the fridge. And then you want to show what it looks like with all of them finished. Look how pretty these are.
Oh, they're just beautiful. They are amazing. Yeah. And what do you think about adding, like, to vary the recipe, coconut or minced nuts? Could you do that? Could you do a final dip of something like that?
Absolutely. And what I was going to also mention, I know, isn't it good? Also mention is you don't have to use peanut butter. You could use, I've made them for my husband with almond butter. He loved them. You could use cashew butter, any butter you want. Walnut butter, pistachio butter. I mean, I have macadamia nut butter now. So whatever nut butter you like, you could definitely substitute that. And then at the end, when the chocolate is hot, you could dip it in some red sprinkles for Valentine's Day. You could add a few little hearts. Just use dye-free, obviously, and make it really kind of like a pretty festive dessert. So you can add your own spin to it.
And Super Bowl's coming up.
Yes.
So it's great to make
tomorrow.
Yeah. Yes. It's all tomorrow already.
I know.
Actually, all my friends are afraid to come anywhere near me, and I don't blame them. So I'm spending it alone, my husband, but he's already been infected before. So, but we are finishing up, and we're getting much better now. So, but yeah, we're going to have a very lonely Super Bowl, just the two of us. Well, but I think it's a great finish. But back to your, is there anything else you want to talk about? Your website here?
Yeah, I mean, the website is got all of our products on it, the plant-powered pop and the 3-bar bites. And they come in 2 flavors, dark chocolate and peanut butter, which is exactly what we're doing right now. Except for the bites are a little bit different, but kind of a similar flavor profile. I love peanut butter and dark chocolate. And then that's my popcorn there. That's plant-powered pop. And that flavor is kind of like a vegan bacon, a little bit like a barbecue.
That was delicious. That was delicious.
Protein and adaptogens in that product too. So yeah, everything is, and we're coming out with some new products too, new flavors of the bites and
these balls, these plant-powered protein 3-bar bites are amazing, and they really did give me energy when I ate them. So I just want everyone to know about that. They're highly recommended.
Oh, well, good. Thank you.
They're very good.
I tried them, so you can take my word for it. So does anyone want to do a taste test?
I will.
Okay, great. We would love it. I wish I could join you, but let me ask you one more thing. Is it possible to make something that would represent like a caramel flavor? And not, maybe not for this recipe, but that's one thing that I miss a lot.
Is caramel? Yeah, you can do a caramel flavor, of course.
Yeah. Okay, Zoe, let me put you on camera a little bit. Show us. That looks so good.
Very good.
Just eat it. Yes. I mean, you can't go wrong with chocolate and peanut butter. It's such a good match. And it's just nice to know that it's healthy for you too. But yeah, you're getting something, a sweet treat.
Yeah. Can you just run by real quickly the ingredients? And we are going to put the recipe up.
So oat milk butter is the butter I use, but you could use, Earth Balance or any of the vegan nut butters. And then organic creamy peanut butter and vanilla, powdered sugar, and dark chocolate. And toothpicks.
Oh, wow. That's like 4 things, right?
I know.
Very easy.
Very easy, right? Simple is the best.
Wow. So we are really impressed. I also wanted to mention to everyone, if you have not downloaded yet, please download UnChainedTV. It's a free streaming platform for vegan and environmental content. It's all completely free. And Erin, you have some shows on UnChained TV where you cook. And when you do, you talk about a lot about different nutrients, for example.
Yeah.
You'll talk about microgreens.
Yep.
And all sorts of things that are just, it's really, really informative. So you guys should watch Erin's episodes. Do you remember what the names are?
I think I did the power salad? I think it was the big, I don't know if I can say the word. It was just a big blank bowl. But
okay.
With the kale, that's like
Was the word badass?
Yeah, it was a big ass bowl. And it had,
big ass bowl.
Yes.
Okay. Let's play a little quick clip before we go off so people can see what they would watch.
Oh yeah, that was it right there. And if you have the time, that's great. But if not, make your life easier by prepping a little bit ahead of time, like on a Sunday, and make this like something that you spend an hour doing, really just enjoying what you're doing with all this great organic produce. And the colors are great. But again, you can always just mix and match whatever you want. Garbanzo beans. Garbanzo beans are a plant-based green. They're full of fiber. They're full of protein. So they keep you full. They help control blood sugar. So they're great for diabetics. And they're also nutrient dense for strong bones. So lots of great additives in here. And I like to pick so many different ingredients because to me, food should have a purpose. First, it should taste good. It should look good, but it also should do good for your body. So I am next. Look, here we go.
Whoa.
Gorgeous. I'm going to add microgreens next. These are called, I don't know if you're familiar with microgreens, but microgreens are these totally packed, nutrient-dense antioxidants filled with potassium, iron, and zinc. These I get from a local market here. You probably have them at most grocery stores or at your local markets. These are called amaranth greens, microgreens, and I get them from a girl called Yummy Micros here in Tampa, and she has just so many different kinds, but I just love the color, right? That gorgeous color. I need a lipstick that color maybe, or some nail polish. But they're just so good for you, and they give that salad such a good color.
So everybody, if you want to learn more about Erin's work, you have to, and definitely go try out the products. They are amazing. As I said, go to efitfoods.com and or connect with you. What are your handles? We'll put everything, all the links at the top of the post immediately after broadcast as usual, and we will add the recipe as well.
Great.
So Erin, is there anything else you want to finish up with? Or Zoe, you guys, both of you, either one.
Do you have anything to say?
Eat my mom's products.
Yay, great.
Good job, kid. I'm gonna
Yes.
for that one.
Thank you so much for being on. Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to go to watch.unchainedtv.com, download the app, and start watching. Catch you later.
Thank you, Lindsey. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Happy
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's.